All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about ClawLibrary. It's a project that's looking to completely flip the script on how we monitor our AI systems. The idea? To turn your workspace from just lines of text into a living, breathing pixel art museum. Pretty cool, right?
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever kicked off a really complex AI job and you're just staring at a terminal wondering what on earth it's actually doing in there? It totally feels like a black box, doesn't it? Just spitting out endless logs while you sit back and just hope for the best.
And this slide really nails the difference. It's a tale of two workflows. On the left, you've got the usual experience, right? Scrolling through abstract text logs, trying to find that one error message buried in there somewhere. But on the right, you have the ClawLibrary way, a living museum where you get at-a-glance status updates, you can spatially understand your AI's workspace, and you get instant visual alerts. It's a whole new ballgame.
So, what is it officially? Well, ClawLibrary is a 2D visual interface for the OpenClaw AI runtime. And yeah, it's designed to look and feel like a classic pixel game. But its real mission, its core purpose, is to take all those abstract background processes and make them tangible, observable, and honestly, kind of delightful to watch. Okay, let's dig into this whole concept of a living museum. We're going to see how it takes the abstract world of AI processing and maps it onto something you can actually see and, make sense of. And this is the big aha moment. You stop reading logs and you start watching your AI work. It's that simple. There's an animated character, which is basically your AI agent, and it literally walks around a museum, moving from room to room based on whatever task it's doing at that moment. And here's the layout. The museum is broken up into these different rooms, and each one is mapped to a specific AI function. So, if the AI is writing up a report, its little character will be in the document archive. If it's creating art, it pops over to the image atelier. And here's the best part. If a task fails, it marches straight to the alarm board, giving you this immediate visual cue that something's wrong. And when it's not busy, it's just chilling in the break room. Now, for all you developers watching, I know what you're thinking. And yes, the tech stack here is super modern and solid. It's built on the Phaser 3 game engine, uses TypeScript and Vite. All the configuration is done through clean JSON files, and it even has built-in QA testing with Playwright. So this isn't just a gimmick. It's a really robust, well-engineered tool. All right, so theory is great, but let's walk through a practical use case to see how this all comes together. We're going to track a long-running AI job as it happens, in real time. So picture this. Your AI is deep into a 40-minute research pipeline. It's crawling the web, it's summarizing text, it's generating images, the whole 9 yards. Normally, you'd be completely lost in the logs. How do you answer that simple question? What is it doing right now? Well, with ClawLibrary, you just watch. You launch your pipeline like you always do, but now you see this animated character, your AI's avatar, start its journey. It moves from the document archive over to the image atelier, and you even see the rooms themselves kind of pulse with activity. But the absolute best part? If a task fails, that character makes a beeline for the alarm board, and the room glows bright red. No more digging through logs to find out something went wrong 10 minutes ago. You know instantly. So how does it all work under the hood? It's powered by what's called a telemetry bridge. It's a script that's constantly pulling the OpenClaw state files for activity, by default every 2.5 seconds, but you can change that. It then translates those raw activity signals into decisions about where the character should go. And the crucial thing to remember here is that this is not a simulation. The visuals are always 100% grounded in the real live data from your AI's actual workload.
Okay, but beyond just monitoring, ClawLibrary has some serious power-ups to really level up your workflow. We're talking customization, automated testing, the works.
This is where it gets really, really fun. You can totally make it your own. You can design custom skins for your AI actor, or you could swap out the entire retro museum for, say, a cool sci-fi theme. And because all the visuals are driven by simple manifest files, you can change everything without ever having to touch the core code. And I just want to hit that point one more time. The entire visual layer is designed to be replaceable. That clean separation of the art from the logic is just a massive win, both for keeping it easy to maintain and for letting you customize it however you want. Now check out this other killer feature, built-in visual QA testing. Let's say you're developing a new art pack. How do you make sure you haven't broken anything by accident? Simple. First, you run a script to capture some baseline screenshots. Then, after you make your changes, you run a test.
the system automatically compares the new look to that old baseline and highlights any differences in red. It's a brilliant way to catch visual bugs before they ever ship.
So, you're probably thinking, okay, this is awesome, but it's got to be a pain to set up, right? Wrong. You can get this whole thing up and running in about 5 minutes. Let me just quickly walk you through it. First up, the prerequisites. It's all the standard stuff you'd expect for a modern web project. You'll need Node.js, NPM, and Git. And, of course, you'll need an active OpenClaw installation if you want to connect it for that live monitoring magic.
And the installation itself couldn't be simpler. It's just 3 commands in your terminal. You clone the repo, you run npm install to get the dependencies, and then you start the dev server with npm run dev. That's it. You're in.
So to wrap things up, I'm just going to leave you with this line from the project's documentation because I think it says it all. It lets you experience your AI workspace in a way you have never seen before. This is so much more than a dashboard. It's a completely new way of seeing things. It really leaves me wondering, what would your AI's museum look like?